Someday when I'm older, I will reflect upon the days of my life.
Here we are in Iganga in Uganda, and this is our rescue centre here with Mum and Dad Richard and Susan, and we have 10 orphans that we've just rescued, and we have room for some more here. And we've just visited now here with some mattresses, some clothes, some stickers for the children, a little toy. We have the chicken farm here, also the chicken farm where you can see these chickens. We're going to raise these chickens and we're going to have eggs, sell the eggs to support this centre.
Building dreams and living lives. What will we do? When will we realize? When will we care for others enough to give our lives?
Okay, so here we are in Uganda. This is the rescue centre we've set up. This is our father here and Richard and his wife Susan. We're looking after, we've got 10 orphans now, ready for another 10, which will make 20 orphans here shortly. And this is the chickens, so we've set up the chicken farm. This is the first one that we're trialling to see the success. And as you see, we've got all the chickens here, and we grew these from this little baby chickens. How many days old were they when we got that?
1 month and 2 weeks, that's 1.5 months.
Okay, now they're 1.5 months, and we got them at what, 5 days old or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one day.
Oh, we got these at 1 day old, and we've grown them all up now. And so this is going to, within about 4 months, these there's 125 chickens here, so they'll be laying eggs. The eggs, once they are sold, will bring in about $250 per month. Now, $250 per month will run an orphanage with 20 children. And so this is the first time, and Richard here has been caring, and his wife Susan been caring for these chickens so well, doing such a good job on this first trial, and it's now becoming very successful. And so we invite you to be a part of this and sponsor a chicken farm, sponsor a rescue centre, which will rescue 20 children. That's absolutely wonderful, and God bless you.
Yeah, this is Rihanna from Uganda. She had her parents perish in a motor accident, and some distant relatives took her where she was not treated well, so we ask for hope for her, that she can be able to move on with life. She was facing problems like lack of clothes and no enough food.
For heaven's sake, someday when I'm older, I will reflect upon the days of my life. All those things that I've been told of. Does it really matter? Is it really life? Think of all the things that I've done. Are they gonna last? Were they really fun? Did I feed the poor? Did I give some life? In a world that struggles, in a world of strife. Don't you ever wonder? Don't you ever care? All those people crying, all those people scared. And all we do is live our lives, building dreams and living lives. What will we do? When will we realize? When will we care for others enough to give our lives? When are we gonna wake up? When are we gonna see what we have done? When are we gonna shake up?
Here we are in Uganda, and this is rescue centre number 2. We have 23 children here we've rescued, and here they are, as we've just given them some little toys and clothes, mattresses, some blankets, and in Uganda, here in Africa.
You all day.
Okay. Oh! Oh yes! Oh! 23 orphans in Uganda. Magali. It's on the border of Uganda and Kenya. And we have 23 orphans here. We've rescued from poverty, from abuse, and from slavery. And now we're loving them. Oh, you are hiding. You are hiding. And same as you are hiding. And you are hiding. And you. Oh no. Let's tickle Stella. Tickle Stella. Okay, this was the orphan's room, which was really filthy, and we bought this paint and we've just finished decorating this room for the orphans. It's freshly painted. Isn't it beautiful? Such an expert job by Melissa, myself and the driver.
This child name is Emily. He is 10 years old. The child was on drugs. After the father died a long time ago, there were 5 in the family. The child in the same age, just about 8 years to 10, it forced the child to begin drinking alcohol, the family, because it was now the business. Now they have to live on alcohol and drugs. Then when he arrived in 10 years, we have heard it about being kidnapped and like being raped with people. It is a sad story, and we came in to go to help the child. When we find out that this is true, this child got severely drunk. The child was drunk. Now he was behaving madly. He could sleep anywhere on the street. The mother could not care anything. But when we heard about it, we went in to rescue this child. We talked to the child, and the child agreed that if we get a place he can eat, find a clothes, and somebody to take care about him, about her, he said that's the right place to be, because the greatest problem was food, clothes, and shelter. Now we went in to help this child. At this point, the child is very happy, and this is the family, this is the part of family. This is the right place he feels he can. This child's name is Isaiah. Isaiah has 4 years. The father died when the child was about 1 year. The mother abandoned this child and ran away because he was helpless. He just left him in the house and closed the door and ran away. The neighbors discovered after 2 days that the child is behind and being in the house alone. The neighbors took the child and began to ask where they can find the family members. They find one of the aunts, and one of the aunts could not treat the child well. So the child, to survive, was kind of abusive, because he being a child in 2 years, they just left him like that with no clothes. The child was just naked, no clothes, walking around, borrowing, and such kind of life was very hard life. The child was found mostly in abandoned houses, sitting alone and like regretting. But we heard about this child and we went in. And when we went in, we find out that this is true. He's staying with the aunt. The father died and the mother ran away. Now we took the child to the rescue center. And when we took the child to the rescue center, the child had another problem we discovered when we were in the rescue center. This child was tormented by demons, the powers of darkness. The child could faint, fall for about 5 hours, 3 hours without talking, being tormented by powers of darkness. But the child told us that the father kept appearing to him. When he came in this rescue center, has become like a healing place of spirit, body, and soul. Now we discovered that that is the problem, and when we prayed with this child, no more torments of demon and no more appearing of evil spirit of dead people coming to torment the child. And the child right now is very happy and sound health, living in this rescue center, and God's hand is upon him. He's a very happy boy, and he loves so much education. He loves reading, going to school, and this part of his enjoying life in this rescue center. God bless you.
Little boy.
This child's name is Eunice. He's 12 years old. The mother died, and they don't know their father. Now they remain in the hands of grandmother. The grandmother could not help this child, but what most the grandmother did is using the child to make alcohol so that they may sell alcohol. So the child at the age of 7 years became to be a drunkard because he's selling alcohol. So at the times he could drink alcohol without no food, and that is the life was. The life was too dangerous until we find this child. This child was, her work was he got to seek people to give him job, to dig in their lands, to get some little money so that he may pay for clothes. And also she was forced to get drunk with grandmother. And then when we find out that the grandmother is a drunkard and the helpless cannot help this child, it was like barring his vision and future. We went in and rescued this child from drugs, alcohol, and from slavery, working so that to earn money. And it put this child's life in danger. Now, we rescued the child, and we have her here. The child is very happy and good being part of this family and this rescue center.
The pain some people bear is never told, and the hurt that's always there begins to show. And time again I feel the pain of a life that's torn apart and left in shame. How is it that the weak are left more vulnerable than most? Seems like a game of the survival of the strongest and the fittest. Come walk with me and let us see. Let us fly upon the wings of the wind. Let us search for truth and see the lights, and let us come to realize, where would we be? Where would we go without love? For with love we can climb the highest mountain, and with love we can calm the troubled seas. And with
Anne is 18 years old. She's been coming to our sewing centre for 1 month now. She was married at the young age of 16 to a man who abused her and beat her in the relationship. She was married only for a year and now has a small child to take care of. Since she's been coming to this sewing centre, she has seen more hope of the future. It was the first job that she's ever seen a future in it and a way to earn money and become a greater person. She feels inspired and that she can become more in life and be a greater mother to her child.
can heal the hurt and conquer all our sin, but without love, without love, without love.
Her former life was very bad. She lived in alcohol and on drugs. Her life was not good at all. But this time, when she joined, she came into the salon sewing center, and now she's very happy. She's part of the family, and her life has been given a meaning. And right now, she can learn more, and she's going to make hairdressing, and her life's going to change, and she's going to earn some money.
We have nothing. For with love, we can climb the highest mountain.
Our sewing teacher here in the rescue centre in Kenya. Her husband died 1 year ago, leaving her with 2 children and no way of an income. She was left in the slums of Kenya and nearing poverty. Now that she can teach in our sewing centre, it's providing her with an income to support her family, a hope of a future, and a way to inspire young women and young men to become something more.
And with love, we can calm the troubled seas. And with love, we can heal the hurt and conquer.
I was really distressed, disturbed, and living in stress.
Nimekuwa nikikunywa pombe,
I've been living on drugs and alcohol.
salon,
Now I've joined the salon.
na kamwomba Mungu kabisa nipe nguvu niendelee na kazi.
Now this salon, it's my heart. I need to know more deep and live and earn some money when doing some hairdressing.
The troubled seas. And with love, we can heal the hurt and conquer all our sins. Without love, without love, without love, without love, without love, without love. Without love, we have nothing. For with love, we can climb the highest mountain. And with love, we can conquer troubled seas. With love, with so much love, we can heal the hurt. Set the captive free.
Hello. 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 Yes. So here we are in Nairobi in this new rescue centre. So we have the young children from very, very poor, from the slum in Nairobi, Korokocho. This is the second biggest slums in Africa. The second biggest slums in Africa here. And the young children come from very poor homes. They maybe have one parent who the children are dropped in the morning with no food in their stomachs. They only had one set of clothes. They were very smelly. We've taken them, we're washing them, caring for them, loving them, we're feeding them. They come with no food. We feed them 2 good meals per day. The older children now from the poor areas that have no education and are not attending school. So now in here where Florence, come stand with me here. This is Florence, and she's now about to graduate as a primary school teacher, and so we're starting now a school for free for the poorest of the children in the slum areas. So these older children here are coming now to learn school, and very soon we'll be starting the school to gather the children to teach them. Florence is doing a wonderful job. This is Mama. Come Mama. This is Mama. And down here is David. Look at David walking. David is our little orphan boy. He was abandoned as a child because he was lame. He could not walk. When we came here, he could not walk. And God has healed David. And now look, he's walking. Isn't that wonderful?
Why do we go? What is the